Good afternoon, folks. And today we're going to talk about how Minnesota and Rutgers took on had a really good game, 31-28. Good game by Minnesota coming out late. They played a very talented game. They played a really good, talented Rutgers team. And pretty much all just came out swinging like they really wanted to win the game. And the late part of that. I mean, you can't say one thing bad about Rutgers. Plus, you can't say one thing bad about Minnesota, considering they came to play. Now, if you want to look at the yardage differential, Rutgers had 387 total yards versus Minnesota's 359 total yards. So, if you want to really look at it, get technical with it, it was pretty much a big differential in favor of Rutgers. But technically, Rutgers pretty much couldn't really get it going. I mean, defense really stepped up when it needed to, but there's something about this Minnesota team that is different than any other Minnesota team. I mean, this Minnesota team has really played lights out. A pass. Drake Lindsay, 31 of 41, 3 touchdowns, 324 yards. Pretty much, they're a passing team. Their rushing game, only 35 yards. That's where they struggled at. Fame Ejimboy, I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not really good with pronunciation. 12 carries, 37 yards, 1 touchdown. And Jalen Smith, 4 receptions, 103 yards, and 1 touchdown. Then you got Ethan Kalimalikis, 21 and 34, the Minnesota transfer, nevertheless. 21 and 34, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for 249 yards. They had 138 total rushing yards. Antoine Raymond, 26 carries, 161 yards, 2 touchdowns. And KJ Duff, 6 receptions, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. So, that there tells you, Drake Lindsay is a pretty daggone good quarterback. This is more like an Ohio State team that can throw downfield and really get things going. Now, Minnesota, on the other hand, is one of those teams that can get things going when it really needs to. And they can throw it downfield when it really needs to. And Minnesota's just a very good team. I mean, now, I look for this to be like a very good defensive battle when Ohio State plays them. I don't really look for Minnesota to get that many points. This is going to be a really good game. This is going to be like Ohio State and Minnesota. I mean, Ohio State's really going to shut them down, I think. It'll probably be like, I'm going to guess maybe 35 to maybe 3, maybe 6. I don't know. I mean, it all depends if how well Ohio State plays on offense. Who knows? I could be wrong. It could be 49-3. Now, who knows? I'm not going to shut down. I'm not going to give the notion that Drake Lindsay's not going to come to play, but who knows? I could be wrong. Now, Illinois, on the other hand, Luke Altmaier was lights out against a very good, well-coached USC team. USC was a very good Jaden Mayava, 30 of 43, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 364 yards. Really good. The rushing game, 126. Wayman Jordan, 20 carries, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Micah Lemon, 11 receptions, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now that's what you got out of this USC team. Now, Luke Altmaier, 20 of 26, 2 touchdowns, 328 yards. And then Hank Beatty, one pass for 3 yards, and that was 1 touchdown. 331 total passing yards altogether. Then 171 rushing yards with 552 total yards for Illinois and 490 yards for USC. Now, Caden Fegan, 14 carries, 60 yards. Colin Dixon, 4 receptions, 90 yards. That there shows you how good this Illinois team is. Now, I wouldn't look past Illinois yet, or USC, considering USC is pretty daggone dominant. I mean, they dominated at the second half. There was times where Illinois fell flat, and there was times USC fell flat. But USC fell flat, but then they came back and literally almost had it all. But there you have it. They came away 34-32, and that's why they won. Now, Iowa, on the other hand, and Indiana, some good games. Mark Gronowski, he went down with an injury. He went 19-25, 1 interception, 144 yards. Then Cannon Brown, 5-13, 1 interception, 148 yards, 192 total passing yards. And then 92 rushing yards with 284 total yards. Then you got Kamari Malton, 18 carries, 75 yards. And Sam Phillips, 5 receptions, 64 yards. Indiana, on the other hand, Fernando Mendoza, 13 carries, 13 of 23, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for 233 yards and 153 rushing yards, 386 total yards. And then Roman Hamby, 15 carries, 86 yards. And then Elijah Sarrett, 6 receptions, 132 yards, 1 touchdown. That there shows you Fernando Mendoza is something that Indiana is not a quiet team to be sleeping on. Now, granted, Indiana, we're going to talk more about these teams at another later time. But this shows you how good these teams really are. I mean, they can put up yardage. I mean, the defense kind of fell quiet there for a while, but they really know how to put the yardage up when they really needed to. But Iowa, their 20-15 win over Iowa was really showing they meant business. But overall, the 34-32 win over Illinois upset over USC proved to be another one. Then the 31-28 win for Minnesota over Rutgers was another one that needed to be resounding explanation. Now, we'll talk about the AP Top 25, about some of these games that are meant to be talked about maybe a little later. And with that being said, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications. That being said, I'm out of here. Peace.